Mass Effect, is that on the influential games?
Should have been.
Yeah, Mass Effect 1.
2. No, 2. Nobody gives a fuck about 1.
I love 1. It's my favorite Mass Effect.
I know, you're weird.
You're weird. Fuck off.
Speaking
I like
of
Mass
weird,
Effect 3 more than 1.
welcome to Games Gone By.
Oh my god, it's gonna go up in 2020.
Yeah, it's gonna go up in 2020.
Yeah. I don't know.
This is Games Gone By. This is our segment that we post every week or every month. We did it twice this last month for a community choice, which we might do it more often. Maybe we'll see.
I like the idea of keeping it every 3 or maybe just periodically.
I feel like every quarter we can do a community thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so last time we did last week we did Bloodstained. This week is our Inside one, which we announced last month, and then Gore, just to preface this again, because we won't be making its own separate thing. So whereas if we're choosing a new Gore, he chose our next Games Gone By is going to be God of War 2018.
2018. And then the side game will be God of War 1.
Yeah, look at those pecs.
We should compare them.
Yeah, compare Gore and Kratos right now.
Wait, what pose is he doing? And Adrian's Achilles, or what the fuck his name is. Look at my titties. Yeah.
Anyway, this
boy.
So this
wait, which one's Kratos and which one's me? All right. Boy. All right, now put Kratos in here. Add it right here. Which one sounds like Kratos? Which one sounds like me? You tell me. Put in the comments.
Down below.
I'll subscribe for that whole bit.
So this is So this is where we talk about.
Add it.
This is where we talk about games. We usually get either at least one or maybe sometimes none. And Gore's usually what Gore does is either one or none of us have played this game before. Or so I think this last time neither of you guys played Inside.
Nope.
Well, I did when it was called Limbo.
There you go. I have. So this is kind of our way to get people to play the games that we either want to play or want the others to play. And we're gonna go through, reflect on it, see how it did back then, talk about it now, see what you guys' impressions is, talk about how it went for you guys. This is Inside. The reason why I picked this is it's easily one of my top 5 video games of all time. It's pretty much a successor in Limbo in every single way.
Yeah.
It is Limbo, but just fancier graphics, bigger story. Just all around more polished. Inside got dropped as an Xbox, technically a first launch, I guess, if we want to be more technical about it, on June 26, 2016. Dropped on PlayStation about a month later. This is, by all accounts, Overwatch should have been my game of the year, and it still should, just because that's a game we still go to. But Inside is just being the fact that it's still based, like Limbo was my game, one of my top 5 games, being that it's just a follow up on that. Essentially, it had to take my list because that Inside Limbo, by respect, was the game that kind of pushed me to where I am with indies and stories in general. Being the kind of make your own story out of it, make your own conclusions out of it, all that stuff. Made by Playdead, obviously the only other game they made was Limbo. They have another game being developed right now that they haven't really talked too much. They teased it a couple times here, but they showed I think a screenshot, and it's gonna be 3D. And it's gonna be it's like a 3D. I think it's described as a fairly lonely sci-fi game somewhere in the universe, and that the studio is doing a 3D world now because they're tired of limitations of 2D games. But yeah, so the reason why I picked that was because, one, I know I specifically told Gore a lot, but I've been wanting people to play this game more just because I've been sitting on it for years. And two, if you notice, I think we did talk about last week, is I got the collector's edition of Inside, finally. And after about a year and a half waiting, and I figure I want to show it off, but I can't show it off. You guys haven't played the game, so
yeah,
they're gonna show it off now. We'll show it off here in a second, but before we get to that, let's get some quick impressions, and we'll talk more in depth about it. So, what do you guys think, David? What do you think?
I'll be honest. The first half hour into the game, I was not having fun. I honestly was like, it's artsy, but I'm not really enjoying myself.
There's no real puzzle at the beginning. You're just running.
Exactly. It's just I'm running to the right.
How do you play Limbo?
I played it on PC.
Okay. So it's less puzzles right off the bat than Limbo is.
Yeah,
Yep.
Limbo's pretty quick, right into it. You're already like moving shit off trees and stuff, right?
Yeah, Limbo is kind of takes a little bit of brewing into with the chasing.
Yeah.
Okay, did you?
But I was honestly not really liking it. And then as soon as the game started to pick up, are we going to start running into spoilers here? Or
Yeah, so game's gone by. That's just full on spoilers whenever you.
All right, spoilers.
Yeah.
But the second that you really get into that building and you're starting to kind of go through all the chases with the dogs, I was like, okay, I'm digging this. There's a lot of interactivity here. And as the game kept progressing, one of the things that really stood out to me from the get-go, well, once you really started having things that could actually pose a threat to you, the death animations are fucking fantastic.
No,
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's
There's
a
some
great thing about
gruesome
Limbo.
shit in this game. Like the first time I died to a dog, and I'm like, oh, okay, the dog's probably gonna just jump at me, and there'll be like some kind of like clawing or something. It's like no, it fucking grabs you by the neck,
and breaks your neck.
and then snaps it, just fucking out. I'm like, oh shit, all right.
For respect, like comparison, Limbo had some fucked up deaths too.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it was in 2D, black and white, so you got like basic animated, like you're almost using your imagination for a lot of shit, even though you can still see it.
It was almost, if it was 3D, it would have been way more brutal than this, because there's times in Limbo where you get killed by a trap and your head falls off and just rolls. I'm like, there it goes.
So as Gord mentioned earlier, if you're watching this as a separate thing, he mentioned on the podcast, that this is rated M. Versus Limbo's T, because you can actually see in this game.
There's parts where you will explode inside.
Or get torn apart by fucking.
I mean, those were more violent than Limbo. But Limbo is just like, because Limbo, you feel like this kid's like even more innocent than the one here. So it's just like when it happens in Limbo, I'm just like, oh, it's just like, I don't want this. This sucks. And inside, when it happens, I was just like, fuck, I got restarted now. Oh, the kid died. That sucks too. But it's like, I don't know why Limbo does the him being like fragile a little bit. I would say better, but I don't think they wanted him to be as fragile.
I feel so Limbo, because it's more cartoony, seems like the kid is younger.
Yeah, he's younger.
And also,
that's why
you have no pretense of what is happening. So
also
straight up, you wake up. I think the if I remember correctly, the like synopsis of Limbo is a kid wakes up in a strange place.
Yeah.
And that's just it. You wake up and do not.
That's it.
Whereas like Inside starts you off like you're running for your life immediately.
Which you don't know what the hell this kid did or like what's going on in the society. You don't know what's going on at this point. So you don't know if he did something or like there's some kind of thing chasing him for a different reason or whatever.
Yeah, so you kind of go in there a little more mentally prepared as opposed to Limbo. When your first death happens, you hit a trap, you just go.
Yeah, exactly. Where that one starts off quiet and then you instantly die. Where this one, it's just like it takes a little while until you can start dying. Really.
A lot more music and stuff in the background. This too.
And the music is gorgeous.
Yeah, the graphics are fucking.
Yeah, Limbo is a lot more.
The lighting in this game.
Yeah, no, it's incredible. Limbo is more ambient by nature and almost kind of like you're looking at a film with the way it's kind of grainy. This is very crystal clear. Like you were getting all those details. But David, continue. So you found your mojo in after the dog kill.
Yeah, and then after that, I was like, okay, now we're in for a game here, because it was definitely one of those things. I was like, yeah, this could be a good experience, but I don't think it's a good game. And then as it started picking up, the puzzles started coming into play, and there was a couple that it took me a little bit to really fucking figure out, like the. When you first are in the air water kind of segment of the game and then everything's kind of flipped and reversed, that one took me a little bit to figure out. I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? But
first of all, water can't do that, so I'm done. I'm playing Overwatch. Monkeys don't fun.
Yeah, we're 50,000 feet in the air.
Well, that makes sense to me. It's a cartoon, right?
But no, all in all, it was a great game. Definitely glad I played it. The only thing that I got frustrated by, which is what I was going to bring up earlier, but is the fact that when I was talking about it, and you're like, "What are you, stupid? It's not 7-8 hours. Just go for it." And I'm like, "Yeah, but I want 100%." You're like, "Yeah, there's just little collectibles, whatever." I still wanted all the Steam achievements. I managed to go through the game. I got most of the achievements, but not all of them in one go. And then I looked it up and realized, oh, you can't just go back and get the ones you're missing because the last achievement requires you to go through the game and find all the hidden things in one go. So I'd have to play through the whole game over again just to go ahead and 100% the game.
Yeah,
And I'm kind
I
of
was
frustrated
telling
by
you,
that.
I didn't want you to. Inside is definitely a game you need to just experience, just as your own, not overthinking it too much.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, I don't remember the achievements. I was going off the fact that in Limbo, one of the achievements to beat the game with 5 or less deaths. So I didn't want you to.
Oh, that's not one of the PC ones.
Right. No, that's for Limbo.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
for Limbo.
Oh, for Limbo. Yeah, gotcha.
I was assuming there's gonna be some sort of. I know you couldn't get those all one go just casually, so I wanted you to just experience the game, go through it. It's a couple hours long. If you want to go through and collect it all in one go, it'll take you another 2 hours. Not a big deal. I wanted you to go through it without overthinking it.
Yeah. And for like just the experience, that was definitely the way to do it. Because that's why I kind of waited until I had some time off, because I wanted to be able to just sit down, no distractions. This is what I'm doing for this solid block of time, which I really feel definitely is the way to play this game. This is definitely a game where you set the time aside and experience it in one go.
It's a game you get lost in the world, and really, it's
Yes.
it's easy to do like that. Gore, what'd you think?
Yeah, that was a good game. That was quality time, fun, Christmas. Yeah, man. It felt like watching some murder, some dogs breaking necks. Kid explodes when an EMP thing goes off, or what the fuck that was.
Oh, the solar pulses. Yeah.
What was your reaction to that? The first kill.
Well, I moved the box. I was like, oh, it broke the box. Let me get the fuck out of here. And I was just like an inch away from getting into the cover. And then he just fucking boom. I was like, what the fuck?
That was another one I got stuck on for a little bit, when you have to like fucking pause the thing just in time to with the pulses. And I'm like,
that was, well, no, that's the thing. You don't pause it. You just have to, well, you do have to pause it. You have to pause it at a certain moment and then unpause it and then jump on the ladder and like move with the thing or something like that.
Yeah.
I just did this puzzle. It was something like that. Anyway, it was something like that.
But even if your foot's out, you just go flying.
Yeah, I think you don't pause. You pause it once just to align it well with the EMP. I think, right? Or
yeah, so you have to do it at least once, but it's one of those things that if you don't know where roughly the first time around, it takes a little bit of like, okay, so where does this need to be?
Exactly. At first, I thought you just had to pause it on the ladder and then go up, and then I realized, oh, then I can't fucking go this way. So I was just like, I gotta go back down and explore it a couple more times.
It is when you first go out, you're.
Yeah.
Boom,
when you start solving it, it fucking like ramps up too, because if you go up there when it's still moving, it starts like boom, 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 boom. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, calm down. It didn't sound like that the first time I went up there, and when I fucked up the first time, and then I go up there when I'm doing it right, and it just starts like ramping up the wum wum music or whatever. It's just like it goes boom, 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 boom. I was like, what? Stop. I'm scared. I think it was supposed to be more the machines making that noise, but whatever the hell is shooting the solar. But it was like ramping up. It was just like, I'm scared. I like this.
But yeah, you liked it then.
Oh, I loved it. That was great. I love Limbo. I played Limbo like maybe 4 times. I don't know. It took me a long time to get into this. Not into this, but just play it. And it was just I knew I'd like it. I love Limbo, so it was good.
It's just a matter of
you need
to do it one go. I feel like you can't do this game.
I did most of it in one go. I only played. I played 30 minutes yesterday, which is good because that's where it kind of. And then I played the rest today. So
that's fine. Did you play right after we were done playing Overwatch?
Yeah, I played like 30 minutes.
I get why. Yeah, because you're gonna do a solo game at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, well, I had to play at least a little bit because I was like gonna be gone most of the day today. I was like, fuck, I need to, because I had to do last minute Christmas shopping. So I was just like, and also the stores close early. I'm like, fuck. So like I gotta go.
Stores stay open forever.
Yeah, fuck those people that work there. Yeah, I need to play inside.
Now, before we delve into, did you guys know about the secret ending?
I know there is a secret.
I looked it up after because
I didn't see it though.
I looked at a YouTube video for it because when I was like, okay, well, let me just go back and clean up the achievements. What do I need to do for that? I pulled up a guide and it's like, oh, by the way, you have to do this in one go. Oh, and by the way, here's the secret ending. And I was like, I still need to get to a certain part to see the secret ending. I'm just gonna look it up on YouTube.
Yeah. So the secret ending is if you collect now. This one you don't have to do it all in one go. This one you can collect each point whenever you want, and all you have to do is load at the beginning.
Oh, the beginning. Okay.
Yeah, so if you get each part, you know that field you run through? There's a secret door that's locked unless you have uh, pulled all those secret things. You
Right.
go down there, and there's a switch left, right, and up. When you're sliding down one part of the game, I forget what part specifically, but you're in between two buildings, and you slide down. You have to kind of like bounce between each wall. Um, there's music that kind of plays like some notes, and when you move the lever, you play those notes, and you play that exact music, which you just look online which directions to push. The
Right.
door will open. You walk through the door, you keep walking, and then eventually you get to a room, which is there's a plug on the wall. You go up to it, you pull the plug off, everything around the room starts shutting down, and the lights go off, and then you see the boy just slump down and stop moving, and it's game over.
Oh, it was all computer.
So that kind of it
It
kind of
tells you that he's one of those things,
so
people.
the ending is an interpretation of like it leads to a few things. It leads to what the blob thing is called the huddle. Is the
Yeah.
huddle the thing controlling you from the get-go? And is that you unplugging it? Is that you taking control away from the huddle so that way you just can't be controlled after that? Is the plug sort of like a connection to the player where you just disconnect yourself from the player and you therefore cannot move? There's a lot of open interpretations which are super fun to delve into, and I kind of want I'd rather you guys find your own on that. But that's super cool. But yeah, so the ending. Let's talk about the ending. I know there's a lot of cool puzzles in there. Let's talk about that ending. What do you guys think when you saw that blob?
I was like,
Did you
that's
spoil yourself? You spoiled yourself first and watched my unboxing. I know you, of course.
you shouldn't have did that because when I first saw
That's
it,
why I kept asking, did you put your dick in it yet? Because you're sitting there fucking fingering the goddamn thing, and I'm like,
I was just saying that because it was made by a sex toy company, so I was just like assuming you could fuck it because that's what they're good at.
Right after we talk about this, we'll show it off.
Is it rubber? Is it like not rubber? Is
I'll
it like,
show it off. I'll show it off.
Is it rubber?
But
Okay.
what were your impression when you first saw it? Let's say David's. David,
when I first
do it.
Okay, yeah, you do it. You were like, oh, that's that thing I saw in the unboxing.
Yeah, pretty much. But no, it's got a lot of build up to it, which was kind of neat because you have all the scientists running over, looking at the glass, and it's like, all
the
right.
build up was really good because I was like, what the fuck are they? Because there's that one point where they all looking at like the like a big hole or whatever. I don't know. They're like looking down. I was like, okay, what's going on? Then you go in there and then they're looking at the window, and I was like, I don't want
to peek into it too.
Oh no, I didn't go there because I was too afraid they might fuck me up or something. So I was just like, I don't care right now.
So if you walk over there, you'll try to peek, but you can't really get past them because you're too small.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't want to get near them just because everybody so far has been really mean. So I didn't want to get near.
Yeah, mean. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, they've been mean. Yeah, they choke you out and fucking.
But I also
side note for anyone, and totally opposite. Okay. I hate doing this, but I also kind of want you to do that. Buy two, get two on all pre-owned games at GameStop.
Ooh. I'll have to. Oh wait, tomorrow's Christmas. I'll have to go over there Thursday.
You can't do it tomorrow. Tomorrow's Christmas.
I literally just said that, Gore.
But tomorrow's Christmas. You can't do it.
Anyway, sorry, what were you saying?
Go hang out with your family on Christmas. Don't buy shitty games.
No, fuck your family. Just
that's true. Go get some games, baby. Hell yeah. Anyway,
but no.
Limbo. No, I was talking. Shut up.
Everyone being mean to you.
Actually, I wasn't talking. Go ahead, dude.
No. The huddle, I feel, is where it not only was a turning point in terms of just what is going on with the gameplay, but I feel like the turning point of where it could be going metaphorically, because the developers haven't given like a definitive "this was our message" statement, right?
They don't talk about that, so
yeah.
they're very much the make your own story out of it.
Yeah. So to me, I feel like though the huddle is in anything kind of the key of what the point may be or what you're supposed to kind of focus on, because you play through this game and it's a very utilitarian world. You don't know what's going on. You're giving no explanation of really anything per se. All you know is people are being rounded up. There's fucking police everywhere trying to kill anyone that's just not following along, and even play through this segment where you have to try to impersonate the kind of zombie-like people, and you get caught because of the dogs.
I love that part, by the way.
That was fantastic.
I love that part because the thing that Playdead knows so well is they know how to eloquently like put you into a puzzle, but
Yeah.
not like overbear knocking your head like this is what you have to do. It's easy enough for you to grasp it on your own without overthinking it. So like
That's
when
actually
you saw that light down in like an open spot, and you're like, that's what I gotta do.
exactly like that's actually something that I wanted to bring up, but I forgot about. But I'll touch on it real quick now. This game does something that a lot of games take for granted, in that it very much teaches people how to play the game without needing to say anything. Like the dog segment, you first come across the dogs, and there's the two platforms, one coming immediately to you and one up. You can see the dog starting to run down, so it's like, all right, I'm going to run up here. Well, that dog then can come and run up over there on the other way. If you think you're trying to be clever and jump over, then you jump back down in response. That teaches you entirely the mechanic of what you're going to have to do for the next segment, where you have that fence and you're trying to pull everything off. And that scene was another fine example of, you're kind of stuck falling along this conga line, and you see this, highlighted area, them doing an action. It's like, oh, okay, just monkey see, monkey do kind of thing. This game was fantastic about going ahead and conveying exactly what you need to do and what you need to know to play the game without ever saying anything. The only thing that I felt like it was kind of weak about in that regard was when you got the little submarine thing. I didn't realize that you had to jump. So that was actually another area where I got stuck for a bit, because when you go through that whole area trying to kind of unlock the door for the submarine, I got back in my submarine. I'm like, all right, what do I do now? I still can't go over there. And then I was just mashing every button. I'm like, oh, I got a charge thing. I can just boot myself over. Okay.
Yeah, I had a problem like that, except the opposite, where I was just like, I have to jump over this time. I'm like, no, you don't. I have to go over there and turn the water back on and stuff. So I was like the opposite, where I'm like, I'm not supposed to jump this time. I'm thinking I should. Anyway, continue. I do have something to say for something.
No, you go ahead.
But no, I want you to finish. I don't want you to yeah, go ahead.
Cry.
Thank you.
I want you to pray.
This game brings out the best in everyone. But no. So yeah, the huddle, I feel, is where the kind of turning point of what the message is supposed to be is, because this game almost felt like, as I'm playing through it, like it's going to lead to some kind of big story reveal that, evil corporation ruling everything, or maybe some kind of supreme government overlord. And it didn't really go into that vibe. It kind of alluded to it on some level when, you're running through as the huddle, and you go into that building where there's like a CEO kind of figure that you fucking throw out a window,
completely destroy. That's the villain of the game.
Dead.
Yeah, he dies harder than that kid did.
Exactly. But I mean, it never. By the end of it, none of that buildup felt like it was the main focus of what was trying to be conveyed. Everything involved with the huddle kind of really felt like what you're supposed to take away is this entire segment. And my own thoughts on it, I almost feel like if you take the rest of the game out of it and just kind of look at the huddle segment per se, it almost feels like a message of unity and cooperation. Throughout the whole game, you're kind of struggling by yourself, running and hiding, and because you're by yourself, you're able to be oppressed by all these kind of, whether it's like the police or these bizarre puzzles, you're still struggling, you're still getting through, but there's just something always there to try and take you down. But as soon as you join the huddle, you're part of this mass that just nothing can stop. The dogs that would tear you fucking apart earlier in the game if you were caught alone, just kind of like, it's all show. They bark at you, they kind of run up, but they can't do anything about it. You fucking juggernaut your way through goddamn walls like no one's business, and there's just nothing that can kind of prevent you from continuing. And so that's kind of the message I got out of it by the end, which I kind of have mixed feelings on if that is the case, because I'm a lore sucker, I kind of wanted more of the actual lore of the world. I wanted to better understand what was going on, but it almost felt like the lore wasn't important. It was the message, and the lore was there just to give you a context to the message, if that makes sense. And so, all in all, I think this is a fantastic game. I think everyone should play it. But between the huddle and what I think it represents to kind of the message as a whole, I think it's interesting. If my interpretation is kind of close to what they were thinking of, or I guess we'll never know. But I don't know. I that's something I got some mixed feelings on.
Now, did you know? I don't know if you know. Did you go back and look at all the little, not necessarily Easter eggs, but lore that you see in the background that you don't really notice going through? Did you look at it?
Like what? Because I always look at some stuff. Like I see a lot of people being like put into vans and stuff in the beginning.
So for example,
yeah, because I went really slow when I played it.
You talk about the huddle. Did you know that at one point when you fall, one of the things you fall into when you're falling down in the huddle, you fall like kind of into a thing and then you fall out the window and you keep running. You fall into a diorama of a woodland area, which is the exact same woodland area you end the game at.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Okay.
Yeah, so when you land, like you fall, you land, you keep rolling, you keep moving. If you look back, you see there's an exact that little hill you fall with all the trees down, a little spot with light shining down on that, and that's the exact spot you landed on the outside of there.
Yeah, okay.
So that's also plays into the fact of like, is this all a predetermined thing that you're doing? Like, is this all like, are you being controlled to land exactly where you are just by that? So like you want to talk about lore like that. The thing that Playdead does really well, that I think specifically, is I think that they're really good at integrating that into the backgrounds and stuff that even if you take it meticulously, it takes 2 to 3 playthroughs every time you go through to really grasp onto exactly everything you're doing.
Okay, that's fair.
Highly recommend if you guys like look at some Easter eggs, stuff like that. You'll see a lot of really cool stuff like that.
Right. Interesting game.
And Gore, what were you thinking about the huddle? Because you didn't really explain that. Because David spoiled himself.
Oh yeah. Well, first time I didn't really notice what I was looking at. I was like, there's already a bunch of weird shit in this game, so I was just like, all right, here's another weird fucking thing. Unplugging it, everybody's looking at it. I don't know why everybody looked at it then. Like, was there? No explanation, obviously, but obviously it was already there, right? They've had it, they've contained it. But I wonder why they were all looking at it at one point. Like, what did it do?
If you saw that in real life, you're like, nope.
But those people already worked there, so they already knew that thing's there, right? I mean, well, why do they go, oh, wait, we just noticed there's a blob in there.
I guess if you have this kind of oddity sitting in the office, I mean, sure, maybe over
time. It's the water cooler, man. Everyone's just talking about the water cooler.
But the water cooler, you don't go up to the thing you're looking at or talking about and go, whoa, look at that shit. Because I was in there. But no,
maybe
I'm just saying everybody knows what it is.
Now, how about this?
It doesn't. I don't care.
Maybe. And again, this is where I like the idea that we can like kind of like make your own formations. Maybe it's that it was moving all of a sudden because the kid was coming towards it.
Yeah, maybe that's what I was thinking too. But when you get there, it wasn't like doing anything. I was because at first I was like, I couldn't really tell if it was like a thing that was actually alive or anything because I didn't notice it moving at all. Maybe it was doing like little twitches. I didn't notice.
Maybe it's that the huddle can control everyone, but specifically the boy. Because remember, there's that part right afterwards where the things lift up the huddle, where they're kind of like there's zombies all of a sudden, they're just lifting up the huddle.
Yep.
So there's sort of like a thing where maybe this thing has some sort of like connection towards everyone else with it.
Yep, that's true. Because I mean, there's a point where you can already control them, right? Though even without the helmet thing, that's after the we didn't talk about the underwater.
I believe so. Yeah.
The underwater girl like does something to you, and after that you can breathe underwater.
Yeah.
And after that, that's when you don't need one of those mind control.
That was kind of a weird segment. That was one that
I like. It was pretty.
I liked it, but it almost kind of. And again, maybe that was kind of the intent because it almost felt like you could possibly interpret that as everything after that's almost kind of like a dream, in the sense that it's like, this kid's dead. That's a dead kid right there.
Yeah. Sure.
And everything from there could be maybe like him kind of going through his final moments of like, here's would have been great. If all this had happened, and just kind of having that kind of final visions of what his life could have been if somehow magically he gained these powers to breathe underwater. Because outside of that, I mean, everything was kind of sci-fi, but nothing was ever fantastical really until that moment.
Besides the girl that...
I could even put her in the realm of sci-fi per se, some kind of biological engineered kind of thing that can fucking go through water and whatnot, a human-fish hybrid concept. That's not outside the realm of sci-fi.
The huddle could be a thing too. I mean, we already have things that look like monsters that could kill us in this world that we live in now. So Why not have a thing that just fuses together that looks like Peter Griffin and just goes after you, man?
Yeah, but it goes into that kind of bioengineering thing. But I mean, that whole kind of concept of something happens to you and now you're suddenly able to breathe underwater.
You gotta give Cora a second. He's thinking of Peter Griffin making noises every time.
I want to see a mod where it's just like you're just going down the fucking office.
Every time you just roar out,
fucking sweet. Freaking sweet, Lois.
Every time you die, just...
Yeah, every time you realize on the ground, yeah. No, that part should be the very end when it doesn't move.
Yeah. For like 2 minutes of the credits, it's like, Anyway, can I continue? I don't remember what you're saying. So.
But yeah, no, it felt like a weirdly out of place kind of segment just because it suddenly gained this kind of fantasy kind of element where now just suddenly everything's right, everything's okay.
Things progressively get more and more fucked up as you get
deeper
inside.
Because immediately when you find the zombified humans, it's just like, all right, this is fucked up. But I'm talking about just the ones that just just stand there until you control them.
But and then it happens in Limbo where things are kind of
even the dogs I mean, I know it's like simplified graphics, there's no faces or anything, but even the dogs look kind of like feral, which is not something you'd think I'm assuming it's like a corporate thing would have. Right. They look like monsters.
I think Limbo is the same, where it gets more and more fantastical or weird as the time goes on.
Yeah, well, Limbo gets pretty weird already because you get immediately spider, giant spider like fucking Lord of the Rings. I'm like, oh no.
But then you're getting like where gravity starts fucking up and everything, and it gets different.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, it's okay with me, baby. I don't care. Go fucked up. Go weird.
Heck yeah.
I want the ending of the game to just somehow turn a camera on in my room and just have me in there, and then like you see someone behind me, and that's the end. Like, what the fuck?
No, I like the idea that it's a picture of you, like a camera behind you, but there's no camera there. It was taken of you playing the game.
Yeah, right then. And then it starts taking pictures of me looking at it, and there's no camera. If that happened, I'd pick up the sharpest thing I could find and just fucking end it. Like, someone's here.
With that said,
speaking of sharpest thing,
let me show the first thing.
Oh yeah.
Little model of the boy.
All right. For all 2 seconds he's in it, naked.
Right.
Because I was like, oh, now I get to. Oh my god. Oh, that looks horrible, like in a good way.
Look at this dude. This dude's just big chilling right here.
Hey,
what's up, man?
Oh, it's all rubber. I knew it. No.
So that's exactly why I was like,
so actually, the boy is supposed to actually go inside.
No,
did you ever figure out how he's supposed to go in there?
You do a little business and then he slips right in. You know what I mean?
It's because the problem I have is that you can sign the boy is built to actually go inside there. It says specifically if I have the card, I have to look for the card. I was letting some friend read it, so I have to now explain this thing every time someone walks in.
No, don't explain.
My girlfriend hates it.
That's what the brain looks like. You should say that.
I still it's because I don't want to break, because they specifically all say the boy fits like be gentle, he's fragile. I don't want to actually break it because I'm not getting another one of those.
Yeah.
Why don't you could finger, you could just open it up straight in there and just throw.
Just gape it.
What are you doing? Sounds porn bang or
a giant bob did it in unboxing too, and then they're like, oh no, I don't think that's supposed to be there. And someone's like, no, that's where I think you put the thing in. You're like.
Oh God, how much was this?
$375. Which, like,
world's most expensive fleshlight.
Yeah, most interesting.
No, really not.
Oh, is it? Oh, he knows.
There's one they make where it's like a fucking jet engine that you hold with two hands, and you fucking just hold it in place of your dick, and it just fucking goes up and down like a goddamn jackhammer.
Oh, show us, David. You have it, obviously.
A jackhammer makes.
Let me see if I can find it real quick.
A fucking jet engine. I don't want a jet engine anywhere near my dick.
Anyway.
What the fuck? Can I see? Give me a second. Wait, can I see? Like, show it and like move it around.
Right, hold on. Slower. Let me.
Did you record the video with the webcam?
Yeah. Let's see. I mean, I can get this going. Give me 1 second.
Not like there's any detail. I just want to see all the danglies, I guess. Looks like a bunch of skin tags on that thing. Oh my god. That's horrible. This thing's horrible looking in the game. And now you're holding it like it's your child. Oh, there he is. There's that guy. Oh no. Oh god. This is the worst. That thing's horrible. Oh no, don't put him in. You're gonna break him. No, this is birth. This is fucked up birth. I don't like this. Don't put him in there. It's gooey in there. No. Oh no, that's like something weird. Don't put him in there. You're gonna break him.
It's built to go in there.
Yeah, but he said he's fragile.
There you go.
Like the character. How do you put him on the stand if he's in there like that? Actually.
That's also why I'm also
launch. That's what it's called.
Oh my god!
And
I
it's
hate when you
actually
stretch
cheaper
it out.
than that fucking collector's edition was.
Yeah, and you can use it by
There we go. I sent the link.
I don't like this. This is like weird porn.
This is like visual ASMR.
Yeah. Put on my VR goggles on with this one.
And now we got Goatsy.
Oh god, that doesn't look good. We're gonna get banned. Oh no.
Yeah, we're gonna get banned.
We're gonna
be able to monetize this one for sure.
Jesus Christ! No wonder I'm not even surprised anymore that it was made by a playgirl.
They got them taken because explain that to people.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, you have to. I don't explain it. Mine are pretty simple. All my things I have is like there's a character.
There's a monkey guy behind you.
Well, he's not. He's just his name's Monkey. He's cool though. He's not actually a monkey. Play the game. He just acts like a monkey. Oh my god. He's all like, oh my god, it looks like the tank from fucking Left 4 Dead. Like, well, it's like it looks like muscles. It looks like he's about to pop. Oh, don't put that fucking face. You put that face for when you stretch it out.
I love this guy. This guy's my favorite. Just chilling.
Yeah, like hey, want to join? Almost looks like it's like like an orgy.
You waving?
Hey, you flippy flappers.
This guy's.
So I'm assuming this is some pretty strong rubber, right?
Yeah.
You're stretching shit out of it.
Yeah. It's
okay,
there's a behind the scenes actually video of them like actually molding it.
Does it show them like, yeah, now we put the hole? Yeah.
No, but it's funny seeing like people actually like all like with their glasses on, designing it meticulously, adding all the legs and stuff.
Oh yeah, put the legs. Yeah.
Presumably, this is exactly just what a fleshlight is, just molded into like.
Yeah, that's a fleshlight for like really fucked up goth people.
Oh look, this guy's fucking head is just fucking. He's trying to get out.
I want to be out.
This guy's head's big chillin'.
Big chillin'. Yeah, everybody's big chillin'.
Look how big this leg is down here, man. That's a fucking beefy leg.
Yeah, well, that's the same. That's the same
look,
guy.
There's a guy right here too.
Hey.
There's a bunch of stories just hanging up there, man.
Yeah. Like, imagine being at that fleshlight company and you're sitting there at your desk and you're the designer of products, and then someone's like, all right, we're got an interesting one we're going to do here today. We're going to do something for a video game. And you're like, all right, we're going to do like some fucking Lara Croft inspired fucking fleshlight.
There you go. This is a weird hot potato. Hot potato, no, I don't ever want this. And if you lose, you have to eat it.
And then all of a sudden
it's like when Daenerys ate the fucking horse heart in Game of Thrones. I'm like, no, I want this. Take a bite out of it right now. yeah, there you go. Eat it. I got that puppet too. Donkey Kong.
Times are hard.
Shout out to the Evan and Vince combo.
Funny enough, they both have holes in them too. That could be.
Let's do it one last time for the fans.
One more time. Here we go. Look deep in my goatee. Oh god.
You're in it.
Oh gee. Merry Christmas. All right. So back to inside. Oh god. Jesus. I don't want to go inside that thing. No, that's why it's called Inside. It took 3 years for it to make sense. the 3 year long con. Anyway. All right, so that's it. Oh, that's a nice box. Did it come in anything? Wait, did it come with anything else? You showed us some of the stuff last week, right?
Yeah, that was it.
But was there anything else that was?
Right. No, I did. Yeah. No, I'm lying. Let's see. I actually haven't opened this yet. I was waiting for the podcast.
Oh shit! Yeah, it's good I mentioned it. Oh, the game itself.
No.
You don't need. Oh, okay.
Just because I didn't want to open this because actually I had to actually.
You know what it is? What the fuck? Oh no! Oh, ew! Oh, that hurts.
I mean, well, I'm gonna open it anyway. I'm not gonna sell it.
Yeah, that's true. I don't usually sell my things, but I like to keep them in the thing. If it's something that I probably won't. Cause
I actually wanted to see these anyway, though. These are all art concepts, original art concepts of the game.
Okay.
And there's a fucking lot of these, so I'm not gonna show all of them just because I don't want to. Well, I guess you can't buy it anyway, right? So it doesn't fucking matter.
Oh, too bad.
No, I'm saying you can't buy it, so I mean, I can probably show them off. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna do my best to. You know what? Hold up. Give me back. I'm gonna get some gloves because I don't want to get these all actually greasy. Give me a second.
Yeah, fair.
He's all greasy. He just.
Well, I've been fondling a fucking thing.
Why is it good? I don't even want to fucking know why it's greasy.
All right,
I don't want to know why it's greasy. I don't want to know.
Because it's made of fleshlight material. It's just natural.
Oh, I've
never.
Speaking
of which, go look at the link I sent in the group chat.
Fleshlights are greasy. Wait, that means you don't ever need to use lube? Oh shit.
You should, but
what?
Look
How
at the
why do you know this?
Don't worry about it. Just look at the link I sent you in the group chat.
I don't want to see your fleshlight. Stop showing me. I don't want to see your collection.
That's a fucking rocket engine goddamn fleshlight.
Oh my god. I've seen this before. I think you've shown this before. I think you have like a huge fixation on blowjob machines.
I just find them fascinating.
He's been single for a little while now.
The quick shot.
All right.
The quick shot.
All right, world exclusive. Let's do this.
You want to use my quick shot? What's that? Just hold these hands and whip out that dick. Let's go, baby.
Fuck, you gotta get ready for them turbo jackets.
All right, so here's some of the.
So a scientist.
Art cards.
Oh, and a construction guy.
Yeah.
Cool. Maybe scientists too. Might just be wearing that for protection. Never know.
These cards are pretty thick too. I don't know if you could tell, but they're.
Oh yeah, they thick just like that statue.
The only thing that makes me sad is it's not in like an actual booklet because that's something you almost got to put in like a photo album.
I might even just buy one myself and just do it, but we'll see.
Yeah, you should put it on like or do one of those posters.
I like this one a lot. This one's the boy looking out. You see.
I'd take your favorite ones and put it in like a poster. That's cool. The gloves. I did that.
I'm always a sucker for art books and kind of artwork sells like this too.
I can tell why. There's a lot of them, but then again, I spent a lot of money if I can do something for me. Jesus.
Yeah,
exactly.
I was about to say because I mean that rubber thing is cool, but that should be in like a $150 collector's edition.
If
it was limited.
If it's $275, I probably would have been fine with it better.
I get it's limited, so it's. I think it's fine.
Not a lot of people are gonna have that.
Yeah, you'll be one of 200 and something people.
I'm sure actually.
So he said it sold out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many did you say? 275?
I don't even know how many they made. Yeah, 375 is for.
375. Okay.
I'm sure not a lot of people bought that, especially because remember they wouldn't tell you what it is, even though you know what it was.
Yeah. Well, if you played it, you knew. I don't know if you didn't play. Why would you fucking buy it? Okay.
These are all really high quality cards too.
Yeah.
Let me search.
Looking through all this,
a couple of them that you might guys like. Ooh,
I'm not a big fan of the.
This one's really good. I love this.
I'm not a big fan of the whiteboard. Oh shit! I'm scared.
There you go.
That's fucking great.
Oh, it's his friend. chilling with the huddle, you know. Feeling Q might delete later.
Continue what we're saying.
I forgot what I was saying now. Oh, I don't like the white borders on some of those things. Personally, I mean it's good for frames. Yep, there's one of the dogs. Oh, I didn't even notice that guy had a hockey mask on.
Yeah, that's probably what they're expecting you to do is frame like some of your favorite ones and store the rest. But
yeah. I kind of want you to get like an actual like card book or something.
You should do what he's doing with the pins in the background.
I gotta figure out what to do with it exactly though.
You should only put like your favorite ones though. Don't put all 30 or whatever. Fuck.
I would like to just like.
Oh yeah, but I don't think you'll find think you'll find a poster. Oh yeah, if you get a book, then sure. But
yeah.
That'd be cool. And then write inside on it, but like misspell it.
I love these ones.
Oh, those are cool. Silhouettes, yeah.
And this one looks like some sort of like I don't know what kind of game. I'm trying to think of a game. Oh, this looks like Untitled Goose Game art style.
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, the game kind of has a look to that. I mean, actually, if you think about it, the humans in this look very similar to the humans in Duck Duck Goose, or whatever it's called.
Same game.
Same game, same world,
Goose has to save the huddle.
same universe.
Goose has to steal the huddle, throw it in
Same
the
uni-
pond.
same universe. Duck Duck Goose in the same universe. Huh? Will I ever stop using this voice? Find out next time.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh
but will
God.
Tracer ever come back?
What the fuck?
No, she won't come back. Confirmed.
This is some like early sketches of some heinous shit.
Oh no, those are the guys that follow you, right? Well, they're not as fucked up looking.
Yeah.
Well, that just looks like me when I wake up, so that's fine.
Especially that last one.
Yeah, that's what I meant. The one with like the no leg and stuff. You see a couple of them like towards the end of the game. There's like one that has no head. I'm like, whoa, this is fucked up.
There we go. That's a good one.
Just following around. Yeah, these guys when they're like, except you have to flip it upside down. Because aren't they like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Death Stranding shit.
Yeah. Well, Death Stranding will go. You better get. You're gonna get a message from inside lawyer.
I want.
Would
this
you guys
one.
say
I want this one
the
as a
Death Stranding's
4K.
worth 25?
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. That looks very Limbo right there.
That looks like probably one
Would
of
you
the
guys-
first concept arts that they were making for
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you guys say I would like it though?
that.
after the
Very,
first?
it's very artsy and a lot of walking.
But you know, it's artsy, but it's not like Limbo. I mean, not Limbo. Inside.
I don't think David's gonna enjoy it.
He's not, but I don't think it's the same way as in Inside, because Inside's just like, look at these environments, where Death Stranding's like that, but like listen to
So Death
music
Stranding, one of
and
the coolest.
get into this world and stuff more
So
than
let me
just
tell
like
you this: one of the cool moments that I appreciate in Death Stranding, and I really wish I want to go back to the game eventually. I really just need to focus on that game only though. I'm gonna go back to it eventually. One of my favorite moments, even this year, I think one of my favorite moments with that game I already had was when you first start walking and you realize you're like, oh, it's Hideo Kojima, and you're like, oh, he's about to make me walk like about 10 minutes. He's gonna make me walk. But when it does it, the camera sort of like zooms out just a little bit, like not all the way, but zooms out like as if, like, you know when you're playing Mario or something and you were able to like make the camera move back a little bit farther than usual. It does kind of like that, and then it starts playing a song. It gives a song name and the title of the name and the artist, and it just plays the song. Nothing crazy is happening. You're just walking in this environment and just walking towards that, and it's almost zen-like. You just kind of zone out, listen to the song, and you're just walking. It's almost like as if you're like just chilling doing that. But you have to appreciate that kind of stuff. I think that.
I was gonna say it sounds fantastic in a movie. It sounds like I would hate it as a game.
Yeah, so it's you're gonna have to be the kind that's ready for the art style to do that. I don't think that's you. I think you'd appreciate it. I don't think you'd do it. You'd like doing it though.
I do think like later in the game though it gets a little bit less.
Later in the game it turns into more an actual game, but you're waiting like 10 hours to get into that part.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'll listen to a Let's Play at some point.
Listen to it.
Take more huddle.
Oh, cool, man. He looks like a. He looks like some pizza dough.
But yeah, those are these.
Yeah. Show the bottom one. Wait, show the bottom one.
What do you mean?
Oh, were you putting it on the bottom? Okay.
Yeah, I put it on the bottom. So there's the top.
Show the middle one right now.
Let me see.
Pull out a middle. Whip out a middle. Let's see. Oh, it's a good one. See, it's a good one. It's the guys making the fleshlights. They put that one in there.
Of the huddle, and it's written in the middle of one.
Real monsters. Real huddle. Oh god.
Some of this
upsetting.
fucking art is actually like stuff that I would love to buy like a full length piece of and put in my like apartment.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Wait, lift it up a little bit. Sorry. Let me just make my. There you go. All right, cool. Nice.
There's that, and then last one I'll show. Last two I'll show. Okay, I like this next one too.
I like that.
City,
Ooh.
and then the final one.
Limbo.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, these
That's
stuff.
gorgeous. Oh, I remember that part in the game too.
Yeah, but
That's,
I'm talking, like, there's a lot
like
of these fucking
pretty early
cards,
in.
like.
Yeah, there's a lot.
So,
Well, you got some cards, you got a dildo or whatever, and you got a.
if they put this actually, like, if they were able to put this in like a nice little like a picture book in a way almost, I would have think that would have been a lot more worth it. Like, not to say like I don't think it's worth it. Like, I
yeah,
love
for
the
how
game.
much you paid for that bundle, like, come on.
Yeah, but it was so limited that it will
it's super
keep
limited.
its value.
It will keep its value if I ever need to fucking
I'm okay
sell it
with
off
it if it keeps its value.
Also, like I said at the very beginning, this game and by extent Playdead in general have been hugely influential in what I think of video games.
Right.
Limbo being such a fucking like such a hit like to my head of like these are what games can be. These are what this medium that you enjoyed playing. What I've enjoyed playing Halo and
Watch.
the back in 2010 it was like
Oh,
we were playing Halo. I got done with Red Dead, and that's still like Red Dead, obviously fucking amazing and phenomenal game.
Yeah.
But Limbo being as short as it was, and as like bite-sized, but as fucking nuts as it is, it something about it just really woke me up to what these are. Like here, like think about today. Gore heard that I really want to play with Tom. I feel like the precursor of me ever wanting to play with Tom, a 3-4 hour weird game, is me playing Limbo, which is a 3 to 4 hour weird game. It made me really, it really just changed what I think of video games as a whole. Shout out to this guy. I'll leave you out, buddy. I know you don't want to. You don't want to be in there.
Little weird dude.
I like people describe that. You just got some naked boy and some weird fucking sex doll, man.
Yeah, cards.
And the game, dude.
That's true. You didn't have that before.
Only 2000 made.
Oh, 2000. Wait,
of that physical game, there's only 2000.
Of the game. Okay.
So
okay. All right. Calm down. Calm down.
And I'm just kidding. I've sank more money like Overwatch. Put all the fucking loot boxes I bought. Put all the merch I bought.
Yeah, but you look snazzy though.
I'm a banjo shit.
No,
it's just nice because I can't really own inside stuff aside from that fucking creepy ass shit. So it's nice to have something that like I love that game. I want to support everything about it. I would love to own it, and it's a good conversation piece. Why do I have some fucked up things in there?
Yeah, that's true. You bring in like whatever you do. I don't know what real people do. I just sit here and do nothing. So, and then you have your friends or your mom come over and you have to explain it. You're like, all right, wait, before you run away.
So
this is I'm weird.
So inside, the game actually reviewed really, really well. Obviously.
Yeah, no shit.
Xbox One Metacritic of 93.
I'm pretty sure it got nominated that year, didn't it? At a Game Award?
Let's see.
I'm pretty sure it did. If it didn't, then
it got nominated, yes.
Yeah, I remember it being
That
nominated.
was nominated alongside Overwatch, Doom, Titanfall 2, and Uncharted 4. Good year.
Yeah.
Overwatch took it, rightfully so. I would support that any fucking day of the year.
Mm-hmm.
It did not win Best Narrative, which I'm actually surprised for.
Yeah. Oh wait, let me guess. I think it was
nominated were Oxenfree, Mafia 3, Inside, Firewatch, and Uncharted 4.
Firewatch, right? No, was it Uncharted? No, it was Firewatch.
Uncharted.
It was Firewatch? Uncharted? Really? Fuck. That sucks. That was the weakest of all four of those games too.
Best Music Sound Design, Doom, Battlefield 1, Inside, Res Infinite, and Thumper. Good ass year for music. Doom 1, rightfully so.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. I mean, they had a concert there, so.
Yeah. Let's see, what else did it get nominated for?
It was a mini concert. It was like what they did with Green Day.
That was when Best Fan Creation would happen there, and they had to take out AM2R and Pokemon Uranium because Nintendo was like, no.
Yeah, it sucks. I never played.
So yeah, Inside got swept over by all three of those games. No, wait, no, only one Best Art Direction.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, sorry, no, okay, I messed aside. Best Art Direction, yeah, Inside, Abzu, Firewatch, Overwatch, Uncharted 4, Inside 1. Best Independent Game, Inside, Firewatch, Hyper Light Drifter, Stardew Valley, The Witness. Good year. Inside 1 there.
I don't like The Witness. That's why I said
what about your boy Stardew?
Oh no, I wasn't even talking about Stardew. I was just laughing at The Witness not winning. I didn't even play The Witness, but I don't like,
You would like The Witness.
I probably would really like it, but
if you did not just ignore that Jonathan Blow made it just because you hate him.
I don't hate him. I just severely dislike him.
I would fucking kill for a Witness Switch version.
Yeah.
That would be an incredible Switch game.
That'd be a good one. Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, so it reviewed incredibly. Everyone loved it. I loved it. Still, it's one of my top 5. I really wish it didn't come out the same year as Overwatch, because if it was like any other year, I would have been touting Overwatch as far and away my favorite game that year. But it was a tough year. Probably both of my top top 10 100% both those games. Yeah, I'm glad you guys played it. Glad you guys got to see the weird shit that I own now.
Yeah, definitely. No, I'm definitely glad you recommend this game. This is kind of like this kind of feels like what Doki Doki is to me, kind of Inside was to you. This was a fantastic experience. Definitely is one that it comes across as one of your favorites, absolutely. And this is a great experience. I'm glad you recommended this one.
It's dark and weird. That's literally all I fucking love in life.
So far of the 5, we did 5 games, right? 5 games?
Yep.
Yeah. 3 of them have been fucking weird. And Undertale's kind of like, borderline, so maybe 2.5. But, yeah.
What? Which one wasn't weird? Bloodstained?
Dead Space I wouldn't consider weird. It's just fucking. It's a horror game.
It's body horror. I mean,
Doki Doki's weird. This is weird.
Well, I thought you were gonna go with
fine. 4 out of 5. Fuck it.
I thought you were gonna say 3 of them have been fucked up because Doki Doki is fucked up. Inside
they're all
fucked up.
fucked.
Dead Space is fucked up.
No, they're all fucked up because you killed all the people in Bloodstained. That's fucked up, bro.
Undertale, you legit just fucking genocide everything.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I mean, they're all fucked up. Yeah, all of them in their own way.
But that's for God of War, baby.
That's the great. Yeah, well, God of War. I like God of War as like our first game that I would consider not like messed up in some way. I'm sure there's gonna be messed up elements, but that game is like so commercially accepted.
Dude, I made Bloodstained fucked up. I just killed innocent people that I was supposed to save, apparently.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying. Like you killed all the main characters of the actual Bloodstained. You killed the main character of Bloodstained.
Is Miriam the main one?
Miriam's the main character.
Miriam's the main character. Yeah.
She was the most fun to play as, so I'm glad.
Yeah, they knew. I like Zenketsu actually. I thought he was fine.
He's okay.
He's got the sword, but he's got like I feel like he has like tighter controls because Miriam's a little too quick.
I liked
sometimes
Jibo a lot actually. Jibo's the vampire.
I hate that name. I fucking hate that name.
I like his move though.
I like him. He's like, "What's up there? Oh, I'm gonna fuck it up," But if something's like kind of below you, like a bat, then you better jump.
Right.
Or what? Not a bat, but one of those weird things. I can't explain most of this. Yeah, rats or like even something flying, like one of those like head things that fly, and if it goes a little below you, and you're like, "Oh shit!" I got hit a few times, but I didn't play veteran this time, so I was okay. I just got hurt. I got hit once. I'm like, oh, big fucking deal, bro. Don't care. Big deal, bro. You can't back me up. Anyway, Inside, great game. Puzzles are excellent. None of them are too challenging, but they tease your brain a little bit. And I do want to say one thing about Inside before we're done. That fucking game is really tense, especially with the dogs. That dog scene where you have to climb up
you get out of it like they give you just enough time.
Yeah,
you're like
they give you just enough. Yeah, they give you just enough time, but they also do the great thing of like making you think you're gonna make it, but you don't. Like there's a couple times where I thought I was gonna make it for like jumping over to a thing before a dog hits me. I'm like, I'm good, fam, and I get right to the edge where I'm about to press A, and it fucking it was like what? So there's a couple times like that where it's just like it actually scared me. I was like,
yeah.
And no, the whole kid like going up the fence, going over there, breaking one board off of the doorway, running back, climbing up. Because at first I was like, oh, I gotta really rip these boards off quick, and then I get killed. I'm like, oh shit, okay. And then I start climbing up the thing. So it like David said earlier, it teaches you how to play it. And it also doesn't not criticize. What the fuck? It doesn't. What's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't penalize you too much if you make a mistake because there's a lot of checkpoints.
It's very trial and error, and the checkpoints aren't egregious really. Where it's like it starts you off at like some way back then. You're starting off at the beginning of the puzzle, which puzzles aren't usually that long.
Yeah, and 2 other things I want to bring up. I really like that the game kind of subverts what you would expect. I know the subvert your expectations thing is like a meme now, but it kind of does at times because I want to mention this when David was talking about it. The moment where the dog like chases you around while you're going up there and stuff. That moment you figure you have to go down and wait for the dog to kind of chase you again. Then you climb up and then go over there and progress. There's a moment later on where the game seemingly wants you to do the similar thing except with water. So it's just like the dog's chasing you and stuff. And then you just jump into water. Maybe he'll leave you alone, or maybe he'll jump ahead of you, or something like that, or whatever. And I thought that would be the case. So I jumped in the water, and I'm like, all right, the dog will either run away or do something else. Maybe he'll like go around or something, try to get me. I run. He just jumped in the water and fucking killed me. I was like, okay.
I think that same thing happened to me too.
Yeah, I was like, okay, it's all right. So I like that they make you think like, oh, this is the way you solve it again, right? Huh?
This is the way.
No, fuck you, you die. No, this is not the way to live, at least. But the other thing I really like is we mentioned the world itself, not the world. What did we mention? We mentioned something that reminded me of this. That I really like how everything feels like it's 2D, but it's still 3D in a way where like you're moving around objects that are in 2D. Like
right.
Limbo is very much 2D. Like you don't really move around anything or whatever that's in your way.
Sometimes where you run in the background and foreground stuff, but there's nothing like.
Yeah, there's like
foreground and background, but not like
items in the background. But there's like things that would be in your way that you can still like walk around.
Right.
You know, like boxes and stuff. You don't have to jump over it. I like that, and I like how everything feels like you could touch it. You know, like that's one thing I love about Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog always has that thing where like if you get close to a wall, like Joel or Nathan Drake will like put their hands on the wall or whatever.
Yeah, because other games it's just a small thing, but other games when you're just walking into a wall, it's so fucking weird.
Yeah, it feels good because I feel like I'm actually controlling the character because that's something maybe I would do. Just like
when someone's controlling you just knuckle up against the wall. Able to put there.
Yeah, so I don't know. This is a couple things, and I like it. I like touching the wall.
I liked it.
Good game. You know what? Go play it.
God
I guess.
God of War's better.
Yeah, God of War's better. Well, that might be the case actually. No, you know, you never know. But yeah, go play it.
It's that.
Highly
Once
recommended.
again, January's games gone by will be God of War 2018.
God of War.
And that's the year for Blue Rupees and games gone by.
Yeah. And actually, it's over. It's the last podcast. Surprise!
Merry Christmas! No more of this shit.
Everybody's like, "Bravo!" I don't want to clap too loud.
It's that one gif.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So the next episode is gonna be posting on January 2nd. So shout outs. Yep. We actually have a couple good listeners here. I know the ongoing joke was that no one listened, but we have some listeners.
We have a few. Shout out to them.
Shout outs to you guys.
Yeah, maybe one day these will get more popular and people will go back and binge these.
Yeah, to our couple listeners out there, show us around. You're about to know one other person that will be interested in this.
Yeah, there's people. They like it.
Share us with your friends. Do it on podcasts. Hang out. I don't know what I'm saying.
Share us with your friends and.
Hey, if you want to sell them, just show them that clip of me opening up that huddle, dude.
Yeah. Rip it open.
Also,
rip and tear, Doom.
Curious question to the listeners. Comment down below. What was your favorite game that we did of the games gone by so far?
If we get listeners this far.
Yeah, if we get listeners. Yeah.
If
the one person that'll watch this all the way through, what was your favorite game of the games gone by we've done so far?
I'll put a comment. My favorite game was this. Because I picked it. Yeah, the only game I picked so far was Dead Space.
You should, for constructive criticism, you should post a post. Cause I know the posts are infinitely more popular because people just see it on their feed. They're like, I'll answer that.
Yeah.
You should post what we need to do to get people to listen more.
Sure.
Or if we need to get rid of David, I'll do it, I guess.
Talk about Fortnite. Yeah. Oh, sorry, David.
Oh, there goes the website and everything else.
Yeah, like we waited for fucking 40 episodes.
It's fine. No one will click it anyway. No traffic. But you know what? Share with your friends.
It's been a good year. We didn't miss a single week.
Hell yeah. New record for us.
It's been a new record for like fucking 12 episodes now.
Which is great. So, bye.
And end it here.
No, don't end it yet.
End it here.
Wait, show the butthole again.
Oh, shit.
All right. For all you people out there, no, show it.
No.
Oh, come on.
Too lazy.
I was gonna do it. I was doing a bit. All right. Well. Yeah. Here we go. No. All right. Everybody that wants here. Everybody that's sharing the video will get a turn on that right there. Decline and enjoy. It's silky. There you go.
See you next year.
Finger it. Merry Christmas.